And let's talk about that 7th annual Ardmore Tractor and Truck Pull coming up Friday and Saturday night. The guys will be with us tomorrow at the Lions Club up in Ardmore, telling us all about it. It's going to be a beautiful weekend for it. Always a capacity crowd. Get your tickets, and they'll tell you more about that tomorrow. But right now, let's talk to the man who knows how to handle a divorce better than anything on earth. Dan, is the divorce business good in Athens?
It's moving right along. Yeah, it sure is.
Hey, you were correct. I saw in the paper about a month or two ago the first gay couple getting a divorce in Limestone County.
Yeah.
You said it would happen.
You said it would happen. Mm-hmm. They got to go through everything just like everybody else, don't they?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
What a way to put it.
You know,
it's hard to believe that anybody as happy as they are when they get together could be that unhappy when they split up.
Well, you know, that's true in a bunch of cases, though. Everybody's kind of happy on their wedding day, what they remember of it. So if somebody, I know most people know you as criminal defense, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And y'all defended a bunch of people out here and kept a bunch of people from getting more than what they deserved. But divorce is another thing that I guess is pretty profitable because it costs a lot of money. Having been through that process several times, it's expensive.
Sometimes in a divorce, you're trying to keep somebody from getting as much as they deserve.
Yeah, true. And a lot of times they get more than they deserve.
That's exactly right.
What is your recourse if you don't like the first settlement that goes through?
Get married again. You ought to know that.
I've done
Go for it a second
My
time.
problem was I was already tending on that getting married as soon as this thing was over with. Do you still have to wait 60 days when it's final to get married?
You have to wait 60 days to remarry.
I don't like that rule. I'm ready to hitch up right then.
Well,
you know, they ought to allow, I saw a thing the other day, Dan, that I had not seen before. Remember I mentioned to you this guy was, he was advertising it. I think it was on the radio locally. Might have been out of Huntsville somewhere. Before you go see a lawyer, come and see him and he can prevent. Can you do that now without going through a lawyer and get divorced?
well, he's probably talking about
mediation?
a prenuptial agreement.
Okay, that's probably why I didn't hear the whole thing.
Well, if they're adequate, if they're done properly, and a lawyer advises each side of it, and full disclosures made of the assets that each party has, yes, they're
still good to have.
Let me ask you something. Have you been married to Gloria longer than anybody else you were married to?
Oh, yeah. Almost twice as long.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. I think that's stupid.
Well, I understand.
If I'd met you years ago, you might have been able to save me some money in the past.
Had he listened to you? His problem was he never listened to
Okay, that's a good point she just made. It is so hard, and it wasn't my case, and I'm probably
Bite
like
your tongue.
most normal people, except for Pete. When you're going through a divorce, why is it that person, mainly the male, does not want to listen to his attorney?
Because they don't believe that they're going to have to listen to what they've done in the courtroom. But if you don't want to have to hear about it in the courtroom, you don't need to engage in it before you get to divorce court.
I'm going to tell you something, Dan, you probably don't know. Sometimes in a courtroom, the other person will lie.
No.
Oh, really?
I mean, is that the first time you've heard that?
I used to tell folks I got paid to lie. It didn't go over very well, though.
Yeah, probably
I've
not.
been in court and heard some stories about me that I didn't even know somebody could make up.
Yeah.
I mean, and there ain't a whole lot you can do.
How much of that does the judge really listen to? Because he knows there's going to be a lot of trash back and forth that probably isn't true.
To be honest with you, nowadays, 2015, a lot of the old swords and arrows that we used to use on the other side, adultery and things like that, really are downplayed. It's much easier simply to split things up 50-50 and go on about your business.
It's a whole lot easier.
Yes.
Why don't they just agree to that, though? That'd be the best deal you ever got.
Well, it wouldn't be the best deal I ever got, but
every lawyer is looking for a client who just wants their day in court.
Yeah, true. More questions, the more that balance goes up.
Cha-ching! Do you ever feel sorry for the losing side, whether you represent them or not in a divorce case or something like that?
Well, now you
ever feel bad?
You need to understand there ain't any winners in a divorce case. So you feel sorry for both sides. Yeah. Divorce is generally.
I ain't never felt that way.
But that's a true statement, especially if there's kids involved, because they're the ones who really lose.
Oh, yes.
Because parents are fighting. They're not caring what the kids are thinking.
And I think maybe I ought to clarify what I said about a while ago. Judges today center on taking care of the children.
Right, and they should.
They realize that the parents are. The world in 2015 is a different place than it was 34. It's a different place than it was 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. And they're more children oriented.
All right, if people out there watching today, and you've got a loved one, daughter, son, or whatever, getting divorced, and you want to help them, most parents do. I know when I got divorced the first time, my parents hired my wife, Abby's mama's attorney. That's how much they thought of me. Hired her. What's the process if somebody wants to contact you and they've got somebody get divorced or about to? What is the consultation? What are you going to tell them?
We charge in divorce cases a $100 consultation fee, and
which is good.
It normally takes an hour or two to discuss what people have on their mind. A lot of times they haven't made up their mind whether or not they want a divorce, and coming to a lawyer is not the place to decide whether you want to get divorced or not.
You're not a counselor.
That's exactly right. And
they need to go to Dusty or Sonny or somebody down at church.
Or you. Because and I'm not being facetious, you are experienced in it and know the costs, the pluses and the minuses.
Settle.
I've been married for 42 years, and thank God that my wife hadn't run me off, and I don't know a lot about what the causes of divorce other than what people tell me. I haven't experienced it myself. Some counselors are a lot better because they've been there and done that.
So they just need to call your office, make an appointment, and you will see them and get things worked out.
We normally charge a retainer, which we put in the trust account, and bill against it at $200 an hour.
In case somebody starts calling it all time of nights telling you something happened.
And, that's fine. If that's what you want to do.
If they want to pay for it. What do you tell people? Do you say, look, a week's going to go by, I know it's difficult, make a list of questions and then just ask it at one time? Or because every time they call you, you have to prorate that, don't you?
Well, we do, and I don't keep up with phone calls much. It costs you more money to keep the billing thing up than it does.
You just don't answer the phone.
Well, a lot. Yeah.
All right. Anything else we need to know about the Dan C. Totten Law Firm down on Jefferson Street?
Still got old Lucas Beatty with us. I still think Lucas Beatty is the best around.
Is he going to be making an appearance up here before long?
I was hoping he would be here this morning, but he's got a lot on his mind. But he's still, as far as I'm concerned, the best in the West.
And if you've been arrested, you give somebody you can trust and get them out. Right there's the numbers right there. Y'all give them a call. Thank you, Mr. Dan C. Totten.
Thank you.
As always, a great pleasure. Whether you're getting divorced, arrested, or whatever, we'll take a break. Y'all hang on.
Appreciate it.